What's going on, YouTube? Okay, realization had an alignment with the universe. Now we get it. Now we get it. It's difficult to get because it took so long to get it. And, I can't believe I let it slip away all those years not knowing reality. But the reality is, we were all lied to. We were told that fantasy is a real thing. And fantasy is great for movies and great for telling and selling romance novels and putting seats, asses in seats and stuff and selling popcorn and all that Coca-Cola cute stuff. That's Disney fantasy, fake Netflix and chill romance novels. That is not reality. Reality is love ain't real. Love is an illusion. It's not something you actually can rely upon. It is a byproduct of part of a chemistry reaction between man and woman, or two people, I guess. And love is love, right? Love is love. We hear all this stuff in the world today, but it's just all propaganda baloney. Because now I've come to the realization that you have to fight. You have to fight, okay? You have to fight. Because if you just lay down each night thinking that this person loves you, no. They're loving the ride. They want to know how much you can provide for them. And when that road gets narrowed or slowed or thinned and they think they can't win as much, then they're looking at other vehicles and other means and ways of transportation. Because really, women just want to go places and they want to make sure that you're going places. And if they think for a moment that you're not moving, even if you're or if you're behind them, even if you're just helping them up, if you're behind them and they think they don't see you leading and feeding and and breeding, then they're gonna be leaving for someone else. And so I learned this the hard way because the love of my life left me 3 weeks ago after 6 years of great times together. And I thought that the promise, I believed the romance fairy tale. I believed the truth about what we're told, that if you love someone, they'll love you, and love is what will be the glue that keeps you two together. But really, it's not that. It's about how many assets and acquisitions and how many business mergers are you making, because really any woman is for the taking. And that sounds real bad, but it's real fact. And if you have enough in all the different categories to check off the boxes, the more of those boxes you can check off, career, money, community, friends, fitness, body, comedy, humility. He's gentle, he's gentleman, he's strong, he's powerful, he's a hunter, he's a killer, he's also calm and peaceful. Check up all the things that you would want, that people just fill in nowadays on Tinder or whatever the heck it is, that they think that they can just fill out. My bio says I want such and such, so therefore I must get that. And they just keep swiping until they think they're going to find the next thing. So this modern day Marxism of the fifth wave of feminism has kind of ruined the Western hegemony of the world, because we're the land of the free, baby, and that's where hearts come for real romance and parts and sold by Hollywood propaganda. But really, it's kind of a lie. And Shakespeare told us in Romeo and Juliet, oh, it's real. But they were already rich and had everything, except they couldn't love each other because they're families and stuff. So this is all, again, a fabricated story. In reality, that's not really how it works. So I've just learned this the super hard way. I'm trying to express it to you now as I put my stuff on to get going to the gym, because we're so tired of being sick and tired. We're so tired of crying and feeling bad, and that's still definitely going to happen. I know that, because I'll be longing and missing and wondering and reflecting, and what could I have done, and what should I have done, and why did I do that, and why didn't I do this, and I'll put all this self-blame and hate on myself for the things that I realize are the failures as to why she then would stray. But it's like a business. It's like a company. You're the business, she's the company. And all she wants is your business to be the number one. So you got to be top CEO, top G, top king, and you got to bring it all in. And she wants to be the company that you provide. She's the company provided for you. And she might have her own things. I'm not saying that women can't have their own things. I'm just saying in a relationship, in men and women, that's what love is. The love is the exchange of commodities, acquisitions, feelings, energies, and promises. But none of those are really love. Love is one of the things on that box. You know, they want a provider, and they want a, inclusion rider. They want a piece of paperwork, and they want you to work, and they want you to make sure that it keeps working. At any moment they feel that you're not working, like whatever element that is, like you didn't do the dishes, or you didn't do diligence with your fitness, or you let it slide because you got hurt, or you got fat, or you got tired, or you got uninspired, or you got expired, or you got retired, or whatever, slippery slope you happen to be on that makes her lose hope in you. It's over, bro. They will not stick around. Then the reality is, love is a cute little thing we talk about, but it is not real. It is a feeling we can generate if you can generate enough of those other states. He's so great, he's so cute, he's so fun, he's so rich, he's so capable, he's so possible, he can do anything. Then you start generating the love. And that love is very, very fragile, and just a state created by, I would say, propagated by mostly, novelists and writers and, swindlers, So reality is, it bites. And reality is, it's a fight. And at any moment you slight yourself and just kind of like put your guard down, or put your gloves down, or don't keep training all the time, and don't keep becoming a badass the whole time. At any moment you think, she loves me, it's okay, you lost it. Any moment you get comfortable and think that she loves me for me, it's okay if I didn't have the best quarter, or the best season, or the best year, or the best whatever, she'll stick with me through the weather, and she's my treasure and I'm her treasure. No. Men will love like that. Men will love for just the appearance and the feeling that you have of the person, just how you are with them, the exchange. We're not looking to get anything more out of this than someone to give our love and time and attention to. But the rare flip side is, you can argue with me all you want, I'm trying to come to the terms with it, but the flip side is, the negotiation with women is the business negotiation. It's, what can you do for me for how long? And if that plateaus, I'm probably going to go, because I'm getting other offers from other CEOs, and I'm getting the resumes, and I'm maybe not taking the job right away, but if you don't make your CEO company and better, then, better a blow job than no job. And they'll do that elsewhere. So sadly, regrettably, so regrettably and painfully, I'm bitterly sitting here seeing her with her professor, which is wrong. You should not be able to date your students. It's wrong. You should not be allowed to prey upon your students. It's wrong. So you use your professor power to indoctrinate and propagate, and then, steal away with little sweet nothings for 3 years, my darling dear. And that was the girl I believed was in true love. So true love means, like, it's just us. So, like, no matter what, if it's like a bad time, for whatever reason, we'll still be there for each other. If things get tough, that's who we got. We got each other's back. But no one's got your back as a man. Only you can. No one will hold your hand, or no one will hold your back unless you can carry a big sack of money and be funny and be charming and be cool and be fit and be strong. It's a cruel world for men. You have to be like the most malleable and magnificent and a machine, and offer the dream and be sexy and clean. And like, I could check so many of those boxes, but like a few boxes got unchecked, and a few boxes I thought was like, well, we'll check those soon. They'll get fixed here and there. They're coming to be fixed, and we're working on them. But working on them is not what they want. They want it working, not working on them. If it's not working right now, then they're going to make it work with someone else pretty quickly. That's the sad reality about love. It's not real. It's a feeling that you can manifest, or you can manufacture by all those other boxes being checked. And, you know, sadly, men love women and women love money and power. So if you want women to love you, then you have to acquire money and power. And one is the other. One could create the other, and one could create the other. You don't have to have both, money or power, but usually they beget each other. With money, you can buy power. With power, you can get money. So, but they want to be taken for a ride. And so whatever you can provide in that, like, we can go for a walk, we can go for a talk, we can go for a bike ride, a bus ride, a car, a plane. A plane? Now we're talking. What kind of plane? Well, I mean, it's all expenses paid because of my business trip, so we can come on a business trip. Oh, so we can just fly somewhere for a weekend, and you can work for a few hours, and I can come along and maybe, yeah, that sounds great. You're my TA. Let's do that. Oh, but you're still riding coach. You're still riding coach. You know, it ain't that great. I'm talking about getting the private jet. I don't care about how it will happen. I just know I'm not going to be stuck down there no more. I'm not going to be some person you think is incapable, unqualified, or poor, or pathetic, or weak, or questionable, or you doubt. As soon as they start to doubt you, they already are on the way out. And if they start losing respect in you because of whatever it was, like, you know, you're the boss of a business, and the business has no one comes in today. Uh-oh. You question your boss's ability. And you think, I got good ideas to make it better. And you ask them, oh, what do you got? And then you take it or leave it. But then because you're asking them, now you're giving them a power play. And now that person, that employee, thinks now they're running the business. And if they can run the business, then what do they need you for? It's a trippy game. It's unfair. It's uncool. It's really hard because I truly believed that love was a feeling and an emotion and a magic spell, if you will, that one it's cast upon the other and it's shared, that it's truth, that we can be ourselves, that we can, you know, still work hard and become better versions of ourselves, but become better versions of ourselves together. And if something goes here, then it goes there, and we teeter-totter till it keep making it better. But the reality is, if they ever see your weakness, or your, you know, meekness, or your bleakness, or your state where you're not sure how to create the next, you know, thing at any moment, that brings them down. And you can't bring them down because then they think you're down. And if they're down, they're just going to step on you to get to the next one. And unlike men, women get resumes offered every day. Men do not. We don't get applications for the next, you know, reservation in your heart and space and part and place and pants. We don't get that. People don't go around saying, you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're nice, you're powerful, can I open the door for you? No, it's a cruel world for men. People don't really care about them. They expect them to just have it all and do it all and suddenly build big muscles and be an ultimate fighter and be amazing at music and be an artist and be heart sympathy and be strong and be a killer and be a peace player and be a leader and be a healer. You have to be all those things. But to get the resume as women, you have to just kind of like appear as a veneer of something virtuous. You don't have to have those virtues. You just have to appear as it. And you want to go along for the ride that they will provide. At any moment that ride loses steam, gas, or air in the tires, or a kink in the window, at any moment they could think, while you're fixing that shit, I'm still putting my thumb out here. Oh, here comes a nice ride now. Ooh. Oh, I wasn't doing that. Honey. I was waiting for you to fix the car. Hi, oh my God, see ya. You'll be lucky if you get a see ya. So, I know this sounds like, oh, you're a bigot. Well, bigot stands for black, indigenous, gay, or transgender, right? So, isn't that cool? And, you want me to fight back, right? Want me to be a crybaby on the couch for the rest of this YouTube channel? For the rest of my life? Just be, whoa, she left me. Why'd she leave you? Because somebody else offered a better deal. That's it. No matter how much I thought it was about how we make each other feel, he can also make her feel like that. You think that as a man that what are you offering? You're offering love? Okay. Well, someone else could offer that too. You're offering compassion, kindness, caring, comedy, humility, dancing, surprise, gifts. Someone else can offer all that shit too. A dick? All guys got a dick. You think that's the most basic thing. But most of them can't feel it very well and operate it really at all. And under the influence, they really shouldn't even be driving. Impaired judgment. But the point is, most guys can't fill up that order beyond a few inches, and that's not going to fill them up very good. So that part I see is up to genetics, and you can't, that's kind of too bad. And you know that, but that's not my issue. I don't have a problem giving them love in romance or in dancing or in comedy or in caring. I could be a better musician. I guess I'll work on that. But that's not the only way to make it good. Could be better with finances and money. That's a very powerful tool. Could be, more understanding, more listening, more sharing, more caring. Whatever the game is, the so-called, whatever the skills are that you need to develop to win the sporting event, running faster, kicking the ball faster, throwing better, tackling better, mobility, flexibility, whatever those skills are that apply to life, you have to be the ultimate player at all time. And I don't mean like game player, like picking up chicks, because that's awful. I hate doing that. I'm looking for legit women, legit true hearts that are actually going to care about what you're bringing to the table and are going to understand that sometimes in life, you're not at your most capable or able because things get hard. Someone passes, someone hurts, someone dies, someone gets injured. This month your business took a hit, took a loss. But for the real women, the few that will understand that and care for you still, that's the ones you want to go for. That's the love I'm looking for. That's the life where you can make that your wife, because then she's got your back. And I think those are very, very rare. I think they're so rare because they can simply repair this relationship. But why would I repair it when I could get a new one? In the age of modern day Marxism, why repair my old shoes when I could just buy new designer ones? It's kind of too bad that they just throw people out like trash if they happen to be short on cash or not being the best at something, and they find someone else who's better at it, and it's just like, oh, I think I'd like that. I'll have what she's having, So it's a tricky game, life and love. And really, I'm a bit late and a bit long in the tooth to realize all up till now, I just thought it was about how you made them feel and how you treated them and the love you gave them in the romance and the little things that would make it like cute and special and fun, and how you were intimately and how you shared your dreams and visions and hopes, and regrettably never share your fears and failures. Never share those things. No, that's too bad. That's just the nature of it is. They don't want to see you lose. They want to make sure you only win. So this now is the channel and how we transmute all that pain. We channel all the regret and loss and suffering and heartbreak and disappointment of this person I love so truly. And I thought that she loved me so truly, and it didn't matter. Like we were, could be like Lady and the Tramp. It didn't matter if we were, having to like, I based my love upon the relationships that I knew growing up. My parents, they seemed to have this true love. I'm married 55 years. I remember hearing them when they were, after they got married, they came home from their honeymoon. They only had a dime in their pocket, a dime. And they had to use that dime to call my mom's mom, my grandmother, for a ride. Say, we just, didn't have credit cards, just like a dime. We're at the airport, we need to pick up. Hopefully you get this message. They couldn't get anywhere after their honeymoon. That's to me, like, so loving, and like, that doesn't exist anymore. I would say modern day internet, social media, and Marxism, as much as you don't know what that is, look it up, has ruined people. Because it's just like, on to the next, and I must be a feminist, and I must be a super powerful in my workforce, so therefore, ooh, babies, getting married and pregnant? Oh, gross, no. And then eventually around 37, they're like, wait a second, maybe that sounds like a good idea. I only have 3 years left. But mostly, it's very hard for a person to get married at 21 and be married for 55 years and have 5 kids. And I base my knowledge of what a relationship is upon what I saw from my parents. And then reflecting that too, my older brother and older sister also got married young and stayed married for a long time. They've married 22 and 20 years. It's a long time. And they had many kids together, and they looked like that. And my grandparents looked like that. So my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my brothers and sisters, my younger sister has that. A guy that she's with forever. They're not married, but they're together forever, and they've agreed on this, and they got 3 kids. And he's alpha provider, and so, it's traditional type tradition, and I think that's beautiful. And I guess I base my relationships upon that and what I've seen in Hollywood and Harlequin romance novels. I'm just got beautiful hair, and I've got a great body, and I can love you, baby, and we can just do it on the rocks here with this river over top of us, But really, it's that you have to have so many more assets and acquisitions to make them offers in all kinds of positions, because otherwise someone else is going to do that. So you have to offer them, all the things. And it's never just as simple as what love can bring. And that's the sad reality. But now I know that, late in life, this long in the tooth, I'm going to kick fucking ass. I'm going to work so fucking hard. And I'm going to become the greatest thing you ever seen. And this channel is going to go from me crying like a little bitch to being a king. So hang tight. It's going to be a long journey. And I'm sure I'll cry again along the way. And oh no, you're risking your vulnerabilities. You look wimpy again. What have you done that? Now they're hating you. They see you're vulnerable. You said that you didn't make as much money as you wanted. You didn't sell that painting behind you. All the paintings in my house I made myself. Point is, that's how you get it. You don't let it slip away by thinking they'll love you just for who you are. They won't love you for who you are. You got to have shoes, car, home, clothing line, soft drink, assets, acquisitions, business, network, net worth. Got to have it all. Then they still can get someone else who has that. So you still got to be king and captain of everything. And nobody loves a man unconditionally. Nobody. Maybe their mother does temporarily, but still, those conditions are set. So don't forget, there's a man's world out there that is cruel and competition is steep, and you can't sit around and be a cheap bitch about it forever. So this channel was about me finding my therapy, talking to the phone, and whoever happened to show up, thank you. This is for me to understand what I could have done better and how can I command a new, greater version of you to build a beautiful future with the time I have left. And may there be a lot, but we don't know what we got until it's over. So in that period of time, we're going to grind, or we're going to make a diamond mind. We're going to shred out a hard cut body. We're going to create so much content, income, affluence, abundance. We're going to spread it around. We're going to say thank you to the people. We're going to send out peace and love and light and prosperity and health to all of you. We're going to have another channel where we do fitness and wellness. I have another channel where I do comedy, rap, and all kinds of stuff. I got a podcast coming out. I got a Patreon I'm going to start. I do ninja fighting. I do kung fu. I hit the gym, bike. So there's going to be a lot of things happening. So stay strapped in. Thanks for joining. Peace and love and best to you. Let's get it. Okay, so we're riding along here having some thoughts out loud. I started off with some affirmations for things I want to be and am, and highlighting my qualities. And then that went into understanding that God took my relationship from me because somehow he knew how it looked, and it was not going to use my full potential. It was not going to light the fuse to the light that I am that is bright. It was going to hold me back day and night, and I was going to be some like Mr. Mom, second place, third tertiary to her needs, what feeds her, drives her, and always arrive last, because that's what happened. It lasted over and over time. She went to school for 3 years, 4 out of our 6, and more and more and more, it was like, I gotta study, you're last place, everything else is first. And so then I became the worst in that because I'm the cursed in that. And so
now I realize that the powers that be of heavenly powers above have shown me some love in brutality by taking what I loved away from me, because that was going to take me down a road that would never lead to my greatness. And so it's hard to say this late in life, but that was never going to be my wife, because she truly loved herself more than she loved us. And so in that broken trust, I then realized I have to love myself more than anybody else and put me first and my needs first. And once I've done all that, whoever can be my company will make it work, and that will be worth it. But God interrupted my life and plans with her, because somehow he knew that she was going to defer me for something else and leave me for another thing. And in that, he knew that I wasn't maybe growing as much as I should be, because what we were going to make was, I had careers as an actor, as a writer, as a filmmaker, when I was doing YouTube. And in this, I was like telling my partner, listen, when you're the doctor, I'll be your VR guy. We'll make you videos for you. We'll make platforms for you. We'll make books for you. We'll travel for you. And what does that make me? Just her like arm candy armchair VR guy. You know, meanwhile, she's on the stage and talking page over page with other professionals. And then I went home with the kids to feed mommy, Mr. Mom Mouth. So it seems like that plan went south, because somehow the great power above knew that wasn't true love. And so now I'm on my own, a man climbing to do all he can to make sure he's the best that you ever seen. And I'm gonna make sure I live the dream, because that's how I do it. Living your best life. Fuck the wife, you don't need that right now. You get that later if you're lucky somehow. But today and every day on forward, all that stuff that I lost, it hurts me, and I lost it. But I understand the cost was never gonna carry me further enough. So now here we are, trying to make it, because we're a star. Peace. There is no loyalty, only money, power, and royalty. Get it?